Welcome back to another episode of the Ben and Bergs podcast. I'm Ben, your favorite high school dropout and founder of Collective Shift. Alongside me is Bergs, your favorite MBA and COO of Collective Shift. We're here to bring you world-class crypto research, strategies, and insights to help you crush this crypto bull market, plus get an exclusive behind-the-scenes look as we scale Australia's leading crypto research company. And if you like the podcast, we'd love for you to share it with a friend. Help someone else out in crypto, give us some actual independent research. It's how we grow the podcast with no ads, no affiliates, no nonsense. We're trying to absolutely help you crush this crypto bull market. Bergs, I've taken some profits, mate. Can you believe it?
I'm so happy to hear this. Ben has actually stuck to a strategy. He's hit his goal and he's like, right, he's looked at it on paper and he's gone away and executed. And I must say, you are probably, I can't think of another person that would be better at this than you. And that's not like blowing smoke up your ass. Literally, if you make a decision or you have something in front of you, you just go and execute. Whereas I'm the kind of guy like, oh, should I do this? There's be more money. There's analysts. You're just like, it says this on the paper. I do what's on the paper. And you've gone and done it. Absolutely incredible.
Thanks, mate. It's funny. Like, I think like when I took out, a lot of money, life-changing money back, what wasn't it, 2 cycles ago, that once I have a plan and once I've written it out, once I've like agreed to it to myself, once I've committed, like it's happening. I think, and that's, that's funny. Like it's kind of like anything in life where if I committed to something, like I'm trying to run this fucking marathon at the moment, right? I hate it, but because I've committed to myself, like I have to do it. And I think that's like a lesson. And I'm going to share with all you guys on the podcast here, like what I've done and why I've done it in a second. But when it comes to crypto, it is a psychological warfare, and it's,
you're in the trenches every day, baby.
Trenches, right? And it's you versus yourself because, man, if any of you, and I know a lot of you, have Twitter and you listen to people online, and like it's A versus B, it's left versus right. Nothing is in the middle, and it's always people speaking with authority. And you read something, and all of a sudden now you're max bullish, and then you read something else, and now you're max bearish. Like it is complete and utter fucking chaos, and you can. It is
so noisy,
right? So my game plan has always been to ride this cycle up, as close as I can to the top, take chips off the table on the way up. And it helped me achieve the goals I want to achieve. Now I'm 100% allocated to crypto. And the first goal of this bull market was to take profits and buy my parents a property. And my goal is to build a investment property portfolio to start to diversify against crypto because I believe Bitcoin and property are the 2 best assets. And I took the first steps towards that off my investment on maple and syrup. And this is an investment I made a couple of years ago now. And I've actually taken profits on maple before in the last cycle, but this was the biggest amount of profits I've taken off. And maple, I am so happy that I did this. It's a big win for me. I invested really heavily around 5 cents, and I shared that with our members back about probably 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago now, about why I was investing into it. And the price ran up to, 20, 25, 40 cents. Now it was maple when it's converted to syrup. So I'm using the conversion in cents, but it actually went right back down, towards the 8 or 9 cents mark. I think it was only early this year. And it took a lot of conviction. And the reason I held it and actually bought more was because of the conviction I had in the asset and I knew what it was. Where I think what a lot of people do, and the reason I went down that far is because a lot of people sold out. They didn't understand what it was. They panicked and got out, and that provided me the opportunity, right? So I invested pretty heavily again, and I just took off 1/3 of my position. It was actually 2 weeks ago I did this, 16th of May, where I shared this with our members. Again, you get all of my buys and sells exactly when it happens in the membership. So this is a couple of weeks late now, but I took 1/3 of my position off at around that 33, 35 cent mark, up 560% from when I invested. And
whoa,
yeah, that's pretty nuts, right? And guess what, right? So you're listening to this podcast now. This is 2 weeks after I posted this. It actually ran to the peak last week at 46 cents. It was actually up over 800%.
Let's go.
And now it's pulled back down to that 33% mark. So the reason I took off 130 is because I'm still very bullish on syrup. It's got a $400 million fully diluted valuation. When I first invested, it was far less. I think we were a sub 50 mil FDV. And it's got over $1 billion of DeFi lending locked in its protocol. It's continuously grown over time. Pomp actually shared syrup not long ago, which is actually one of the top signals I found, like a short-term top signal, when you get an influence like that, share it. But I still believe on it long term, especially why Ethereum's still underperforming. But for those that have followed me for a long time, you've known this has been a big one for me. And it's a reminder for anyone, if you're sitting on returns of 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, and you can start to achieve your goals and do the things you want to do in the market, then go and do that. And now I'm going to, I'm talking to a broker and we're going to go start to look at my first investment property, which is going to be for my parents, which I'm so excited about. Like that's been my goal for a long, long time. So to be able to actually take chips off the table at the right time and know I can use my crypto capital to do that is amazing, right? And the point being here is, did I get the absolute top? No, I didn't. But that wasn't about trying to pick the absolute top, because trying to pick the top usually ends in failure. It's very hard to do so, but it's why I DCA'd out. I didn't sell all of my position. I just took 33%. Did I get the top? No, but I got within the top 25%. And I do believe we're going to continue running up, and that's why we take chips off the table and not try and time the market completely.
Exactly right. And if you look at what you did, you were at like 30 something cents and you sold. It then ran up to what, 46, 47 cents. You've still got a decent position. Obviously, your next tranche didn't trigger. And it doesn't matter. People are trying to you're not going to cry into your cereal in the morning. People are trying to be too efficient with every single cent. It's not about being efficient. It's effective. You've still got money in there. It's still running. It's going to run up. You'll be fine. But when you step back, you now have enough money to buy your mum and dad a house. That is the effective part of this. You have achieved your goal. That is the most important thing, rather than optimizing every single cent and perhaps even losing that money or making a wrong move.
Spot on, mate. And this is the thing that we work on with our platinum members the most, is your strategy is the most important. You do not get a gold medal for picking the top, right? And you're also not slapped on the wrist if you don't. I don't give a flying for who's that I didn't sell at 43 or 45, because I still hold 66% of my position. I sold 5x up and I can achieve my goal. And now we're on to the next goal.
In 5 years, are you going to remember that Maple, when you sold, was like, what, 35 and it went to 47? No, you're going to remember that you bought your mum and dad a house. 100%. That is what you're going to remember.
Exactly. And it's a part of that broader investment strategy around diversification and really starting to go from, concentration and wealth creation to more preserving that wealth. And that's the property strategy that I'm working on. So I've executed my plan to a T. I'm very proud of that. And it's hopefully other people can, and you guys as listeners can follow this and use it as confidence that you can also do this thing too. A lot of people, it's a mental barrier just to be able to sell. I think a lot of people struggle, but there's nothing wrong with selling. It's great.
Yeah. This is what I was saying at the start. Like, you take action and you execute. Yeah. And this is why you'll achieve your goals.
Bang on. So make sure you take profits this cycle, folks. This is a reminder. If you want to see my exact buys and sells, that is where I do that over in our membership. Make sure you check it out. It's the fast track way to not stuff up this cycle again, round trip, not take profits. You sit down with one of us for your strategy session, one-on-one, you get access to the team, and you're really going to be able to fast track that process of not cocking it up, following along, and being able to take advantage of these returns. Because guess what? Up 560%, most altcoins are down 30, 40%, like we spoke about in the last episode against BTC. So it's becoming harder and harder to pick the altcoins. So make sure you've got a strategy this cycle. We can help you. There is a bit of a wait list, and we need to see if it's a good fit. So you can book a call below. Otherwise, keep listening to the Ben and Bergs podcast. We'll do our best to help you out.
Absolutely, mate. Good on you. I'm so happy to see this.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. And Bergs is the property man. So Bergs is giving me the platinum strategy session for property now. So
happy to help you out, bro.
Thanks, mate. Thank you so much, folks. Thanks for listening. If you liked the episode, if you want to share this one, telling your friends, telling your family how to take profits, please share it with them. And hopefully you've taken some value out of it. Please share it around. It's how we grow the podcast. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks, champions.